Hi, I'm Erin Cookston. Thanks for joining me today. Today is going to be a really short, nice practice that's going to help you find more flexibility in your body and create more space and clarity in your mind and in your muscles in your body. So if you have a blanket or a towel, wrangle that into your practice space and let's jump on in. We're going to begin sitting. So just take a seat so that you feel comfortable. If you have a blanket or a towel, definitely take a seat on that so that the buttock bones are really evenly supported. So we want the pelvis to be level, neutral, comfortable, and then also want the knees to feel comfortable. So if your knees happen to be more tender, more sensitive, then definitely you might have to sit on something, and you might have to keep kind of folding over the blanket or the towel until you get out of that discomfort in the knees. So keep modifying, keep adjusting until you get comfortable. It'll take a moment, that's okay, there's no rush. Once you feel situated and settled, you're just going to rest your hands comfortably somewhere on your legs and just take a moment to close your eyes. And just see if you can allow your mind, your attention to kind of fall down into your body, into yourself. And just kind of settling on that quality of space in the body. So whenever you're working on increasing flexibility, whenever you're working on expanding your body's ability, it's always helpful to really anchor into the breath. Just take a couple deep breaths and allow your breathing to really represent that movement of space within you. That the more consciously you breathe, the less tension your body holds on to, the more space you feel, and the more range of motion you'll have in all your joints and all the different parts of the body. So with that, let's just take 2 more spacious breaths. Good. We'll blink the eyes open. We're going to uncross the legs and just transition off of that blanket or that towel if you've got it. You just move it off to the side of the mat and come to lie on your back. So you'll lie all the way on your back, and I want you to bring your knees into your chest as you do. And just rock from right to left a time or 2. Good. Now we're going to widen through the knees. You're going to reach for your feet or your ankles for happy baby pose. And so this can be quite a bit of a stretch for the inner thighs and the outer hips. So just be gentle. You don't have to force. You don't have to try to really pull down on the soles of the feet. Instead, just see if you can relax the shoulders, relax the low back down. Breathe deeply, just kind of removing unnecessary effort, unnecessary tension, unnecessary expectation. Now keep the right leg as it is. You're going to let go of your left foot and extend your left leg straight down. So the right leg is staying in happy baby, the left leg is straight. Go ahead and flex through that left foot to keep that left thigh bone anchored down. Relax your shoulders down and just take 2 more breaths. Very good. You're going to bend your left knee. Now cross your right ankle over the front of the left thigh, flex through that right foot, and then bring your left thigh in towards you for thread the needle pose. So right foot stays flexed. Relax the shoulders down. Maybe close your eyes, see if you can kind of drop back into that quality of space of really increasing space in the body, space in the mind. One more breath. Good. Release this side. You're going to bring both legs back into happy baby pose and just kind of appreciating, noticing the difference between the sides. So kind of taking a moment to really drop into these in-between moments in the practice. Take one more breath. Good, and then we'll let go of the right foot. Right leg is going to extend down. You'll flex through that right foot and just keep the left leg in happy baby pose. So just a couple breaths here, anchoring into the hips, anchoring into deep conscious breathing, and bringing more space into the body, into the mind. One more breath. Awesome. Now bend your right knee, cross your left ankle over the right thigh, flex through that left foot, hold the back of that right thigh for thread the needle pose. And just a couple breaths here. So definitely most of us are going to feel a lot of the sensation kind of building in the outer right hip, maybe the right hamstring muscle, the back of the thigh. So there's no need to push or pull or kind of crank your body into any physical depth here. You're mostly trying to let go of the unnecessary congestion and tension that kind of builds up in the body. Take one more breath. Great. We're going to release the legs. So this time you're going to extend your legs straight down along the mat. Stretch your arms up and overhead. Take a full body stretch. Deep inhale. And then exhale, we'll bring both knees into the chest. And once your legs come into the chest, I want you to press your legs straight up to the sky. Flex through your feet. Do the best you can to keep the legs straight. We're going to interlace the fingers behind that right thigh. So you're holding the back of the right leg. Relax your shoulders down. Keep the right leg exactly where it is. But on your next inhale, you're going to slowly start to lower the left leg all the way down to the mat, all the way down to the ground. As soon as that left leg grounds down, gently curl your upper back up away from the mat like you're trying to lift your nose towards that right knee. Bring your hands more up towards maybe your knee, maybe your calf muscle. Press up through the heel of the right foot and then very gently draw the right leg more towards you and release the head, the shoulders down. Take a deep breath. Good. Release that right leg all the way down. Stretch your arms up and overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, bring both knees into your chest. Now press your legs straight up to the sky, flex through your feet. So now the hands, the fingers are going to lace around the back of that left leg, and you're just going to keep the left leg where it is. Keep the right foot flexed, and just as you inhale, slowly lower that right leg all the way down to the mat, all the way down to the ground. Relax your shoulders. Once that right leg anchors down to the ground, go ahead and curl your head, your upper back up. Hands are going to go towards maybe the knee, maybe the calf muscle. Gently draw that left leg more towards you, and then release the head, the shoulders back down. Take a deep breath. Very good. We're going to lower that left leg all the way down. Stretch your arms up and overhead. Take a big breath in. And then bring both knees into the chest on the exhale. Now cross your right leg, your right thigh all the way over your left thigh. And then we're gonna let the knees fall over to the left to twist. So legs are gonna spill to the left. Right arm is gonna drape up and overhead and just let that right shoulder drop down. And when you're twisting here, you're kind of focusing on lengthening the right side of the torso. So it's almost like you're trying to let that right shoulder drop down and lengthen away from the right hip bone. One more breath. Very good. Come back to center. We're going to switch the cross of the legs. So left thigh bone crosses on top of the right. And then from here, you're just going to let your legs spill over to the right and stretch that left arm kind of out and then up and overhead. And again, left shoulder is kind of sinking down and lengthening away from the left hip to give you that side bend on the left side waist. Take one more breath. And then we'll come back to center, uncross the legs, straighten out your legs, down along the mat, interlace your fingers, spin the palms away from you and stretch your arms up and overhead. And so you're going to keep your arms stretching up and overhead, flex through your feet, and then move your feet, your legs over to the left just a little bit, and then curl your upper back, your arms, your shoulders over to the left as well. So now you're going to be side bending that right side waist. Keep flexing through both feet. Continue to pull the belly button down and in towards your spine, and then just one more deep breath into that right channel of the body. Good. Bring your upper body back to center first. Bring your legs back to center, and then you're going to move your legs over to the right, and you'll flex through both feet. And then you'll move your upper body over to the right, arms over to the right, and you get to breathe into that left side waist. Nice deep breaths. One more breath into the left channel of the body. Very good. We're going to bring the upper body back to center. You're going to bring your legs back to center, and then go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Rock from right to left. One more deep breath. And then we're going to rock ourselves all the way up. And we'll step back for one downward facing dog pose. So you'll swing your legs around, go ahead and take your time, ground your hands down. Press the hips and the legs back. And as once you kind of adjust into downward facing dog, see if you can both lift the buttock bones up and press the thigh bones back to give yourself space for the legs to kind of integrate length through the backs of the thighs. Good, take one more breath. And then we'll lower down to the knees and all the way down for child's pose. And so just take a moment to make sure you feel comfortable. Take one more breath. Good, and lift all the way up, and you're going to return to a comfortable seated position. So if you have that towel or the blanket to sit on, you'll slide it back in. And once you're seated, go ahead and close your eyes once again, and just once again, ground down through the buttock bones evenly. See if you can allow your attention to kind of seep deeper into yourself. Feeling more space in the body, feeling more space in the mind, definitely breathing more deeply. And we'll bring the palms together. Namaste. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Take care.